And so our last race of the day gets underway. It's the Pit Bike 140 Group A, some of our top pit bike riders in this race. So looks like we've saved the best for last for you, and as they lead the way around, it looks like Jim Lovell, number 97, leads the way with now our onboard rider James Blackburn right at the front there. Now Jim Lovell, of course, he had a nasty tumble earlier on in the Pit Bike Open race, so it's good to see he's okay, and certainly showing no ill effects as he leads the way. It looks like Ben Lord, Matthew Bolsover in there, Mick Lord as well. James Blackburn, of course, we saw him on the onboard footage a moment ago. He's also there amongst the leaders with Dane Blackburn, James Osborne in there as well. But Jim Lovell, number 97, leads the way. Matthew Bolsover, Ben Lord also in there as well. And it looks like Ben Lord could be moving up to second place. Very close action at the start of this race. A return back to James Blackburn. Still there, closing up on the leaders. He's there in fifth place. So around they go to complete the first lap. And if you like what you see, of course, this is a very accessible formula. Pretty much anyone can take part. If you've got an interest in bikes, why not check out the website at britishminibikes.com. And this is the biggest mini bike series in the UK. It's taking place at some of the UK's premier race circuits, of which Whilton Mill, a very well regarded circuit down in Northamptonshire. And we've been having some fantastic race action today, which still continues with James Blackburn still there in fifth place, closing up on the leaders. But 97, Jim Lovell trying to pull a gap, but now in second place it looks like Bolsover, number 421, there he is. Matthew Bolsover looks like he could well have moved into second place with Ben Lord and Mick Lord also in there as well. So there's Lovell, and it looks like Ben Lord has moved back into second place. The riders now making their way up towards the final corner to complete another lap as we approach the half distance in this race, with James Blackburn, our onboard rider, still there in fifth place, crossing the line and trying to get amongst this leading scrap. But number 97, Jim Lovell, really starting to take control of this race. Blackburn again still in there as number 421, Matthew Bolsover, has a quick glance over his shoulder. As Blackburn again trying to close up on the fourth place rider, which I think is Mick Lord. And Lovell now moving into the closing stages of this big race. We have 27 riders on the grid at the start of the race. And of course these riders have been racing all day. Perhaps fitness could play a part as we go into these closing few laps of the final race, as Jim Lovell continues to lead the way, but now coming under pressure from Mick Lord in second place, and James Blackburn, number 132, there he is, still battling away with Mick Lord in front of him. Looking at the lap charts here, it looks like Jim Lovell has set the fastest lap of the race, 53.803, as he deals with the pressure from Matthew Bolsover and Ben Lord. Blackburn now starts to close up with Mick Lord and goes down the inside. Now, has he made the pass stick? Yes, he has. So it looks like James Blackburn has moved into fourth place, and there's a back marker which could well play a part in these final stages. And there's Blackburn, and again now down the inside goes Mick Lord. Lord snatches the place there, and Blackburn now dropping to fifth place. So Jim Lovell has got the back marker in front of him. He needs to get past that back marker as quickly as possible. He dives down the inside, and I think he's gone through. So now Jim Lovell, number 97, the clear track, as Blackburn still trying to catch up with Mick Lord. And there he is. You can see the green and black leathers in front of the fourth place rider, Mick Lord, who goes round the final corner. But Jim Lovell, number 97, now with a clear track in front of him, starting to pull away from, looks like Matthew Bolsover now in second place. So Bolsover, we've seen him, of course, earlier on today, up there amongst the leaders, and is trying to round things off with a win. But Jim Lovell, as we said earlier, the fastest rider of the race so far, in a no-nonsense mood, as James Blackburn still battling away with Mick Lord as we go into the closing stages. But now Jim Lovell, as we go into the final lap, looks like he's going to round the day off with a victory. So our final race of the day, the Pit Bike 140s, is drawing to a close, and Jim Lovell is going to hold on to take the checkered flag. Race win for Jim Lovell in the Pit Bike 140s, from Matthew Bolsover in second place and Ben Lord in third.